All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, welcome back. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Ready for another week in the markets. Good morning, Chow. Corey, good morning. Good morning, everyone. The office background's looking very bare behind me. I've sold my big shelves. Clearing out the office. Ready for the move. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good weekend. Let's have a quick look at the news, guys, before we do anything. I know we do have a pretty big week this week in terms of news. Let me just show you guys. We got nothing today at all. Tomorrow we do have US dollar CPI, so that'll be very big, guys. So expect a pretty choppy day today. US dollar CPI tomorrow. That's going to be a big market mover, and that's at 1:30 London time. 1:30 tomorrow, you have US dollar CPI. On Wednesday, you got core PPI. And then on Thursday, we have retail sales, unemployment claims, and then nothing on Friday. So we're in for a pretty big week on gold. Pretty big week for the US dollar. Pretty big week for gold. We had a pretty decent sell-off here today in Asia. Moving up to Europe, sold the dog as well. Hell no, he comes everywhere. I'm going to August. I'm going to August in Europe. Yeah, that'll do. I can somehow work that out. Yeah, I'm going to Europe in August. But yeah, we had a nice little sell-off today in gold, guys. Now, previous hourly here did grab some lows and close bullish. I'm wondering if this hourly is going to continue pushing up and fill this range. If this hourly flips bullish, there's the potential for gold to fill a potential 60-tick range here. Potential for gold to flip bullish. Yeah, he had a very nice sell-off. He had some nice 30-minute fake-out sells in Asia today. I haven't traded Asia. I've not really watched Asia. I don't really have too much interest in watching Asia on a Monday. But you did have a really nice fake-out here. Look at this nice fake out. Had this nice resistance. Broke above, below, above. Grabbed highs below. Held it. Really nice drip down. I'll do the full analysis and then we'll kind of see. Let's jump on. We'll jump on the weekly. Let's get rid of this. So weekly time frame. Last week on gold. Remember last week, guys? We were looking very bearish throughout pretty much the whole week. We were looking so bearish, and all of a sudden, to end the week, gold came all the way back up and tapped into the previous weekly high, which is what we spoke about. We spoke about gold, once it does look like it's going to flip bullish, coming up into previous weekly highs. But if you take the flip of the weekly candle up into the high, you made 240 ticks off an extremely simple trade. So now that gold has closed bullish, you know, we held this very nice support back down here. We grabbed the lows, we closed bullish. We've held support again. To me, gold looks good to push up into 3,400. Tap into these highs here from back at the end of June. Back up into these highs, back up into 3,400 before a potential sell-off. So, yeah, I have a bit of a bullish bias coming into gold this week. Coming into today, yeah, I'm pretty neutral. You know, today pushing up, buying into Friday's high was nice. You know, that could be our liquidity grab for a bit of a pullback before then going along. But these highs here look very, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Now, we were saying in our Asia market call, there is the possibility for price to pull back before going along. And it looks like that's kind of what we're getting here. Previous 4 hour here came down, filled in this little gap here, holding some pretty decent support. So there is the potential to maybe either come down and grab loads or just start breaking out. It's a pretty decent support level. Here, look at this. Came down, grabbed lows, broke up. I mean, you do have a little bottom there, but it's... I'm like, what I shorted that? No. It's shortened right into support. So it's kind of what I was drawing up before we jumped on. I was kind of looking at, if I'm going to get short on gold, maybe come up into this head and shoulders before then, you know, you finally start to see a little bit of a pullback. If I'm going to, you know, short gold for a pullback, even though I do like overall longs, I can see London potentially pulling back into 33.50. I'm not going to sell here. If I'm going to sell gold, it's going to be at a logical level of resistance. So that would be back up there. So with that being said, is there the possibility to buy gold back up into this level before going short? I mean, here you came down, you grab lows, you close bullish, you're clearly holding support. 30 minutes broken out as well, pretty nicely. So we just drawn some support levels. So nice support being formed here. Held it for like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles and closed bullish. So, yeah, there is the potential, if this can flip bullish, to come up into here before then we could be looking for a sell-off. Back down into these lows, back down here from Friday. Friday was a very, very bullish day for gold. In the London session, it was, you know, when we were on in London, and it was very, 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 very choppy. London was extremely choppy, and then New York finally had the breakout, and it was kind of pretty much non-stop. So yeah, we were looking for. I remember on Friday we were looking for this to just have a bit of a pullback, but you chopped around like crazy, and it finally broke out pre-New York and just carried on pushing. So if this current 30 can flip bullish, there is the potential for a 50 tick retracement before maybe London Open. You might get some more sales on gold. Like I say, with the CPI coming tomorrow, you may get a little bit of a rangy day today. Now, it doesn't mean you still can't take trades. You know, even from here to here, it's a 160 tick drop in a range. That's still a very, very worthwhile range to trade. It just means you need to be a little bit more reactive and maybe reduce the risk. We'll see. We'll see what Goldie gives for us today, guys. Like I say, if that 30 flips bullish and you want the buy, I mean, it's there. It's certainly there. But yeah, I'm heading to August in like 3 weeks, which will be cool. 1, 2, 3 years. So we got 3 full weeks, and then heading over to Europe, which I'm looking forward to. Did anyone get this short in Asia? 8R on gold, nice. Did you get the sells at this short here? They're really nice short actually. From beautiful Nicaragua, nice. What's up, man? I believe it's my first time tuning in from this channel. Welcome, man. Welcome. Will you still trade Asia market? Asia market when you move to Europe? Nah. I'm honestly excited to not trade Asia. I'm looking forward to just trading one session again. Here in Australia, I feel like I'm at the minute just spending way too much time on the chart. So even now, I'm like starting to take a break from Asia. I'll still do the Asia market calls as normal. Absolutely. Asian market calls won't go anywhere. I personally won't be trading it now. I'm looking forward to trading London in the morning and then being done with my day. That's what I'm looking forward to, man. I may even do some longer streams as well. Because I won't be rushing to get back for dinner. So, I'm honestly I'm looking forward to not trading Asia and not thinking about the charts from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep. In Australia, it's great. You know, you can trade in the afternoon, but you can also hit all 3 sessions, which means it's very, very hard to actually switch off from the charts. It's kind of something I'm kind of struggling with at the minute. So that's why I've not even really been trading Asia at the minute. I've just been kind of enjoying, just waiting for London. Okay, for the new open. As that comes by streams, yeah. No, the streams will be the exact same, man. Yep, I'm looking forward to doing it first thing in the morning, to be honest. Streams will be first thing in the morning, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I love my mornings, so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to Europe. Trading in the morning, coffee, sit down with you guys for a couple of hours, make our bank, and then go about my day. That's what I'm looking forward to, man. Got a piece of the shorts, 55 ticks. Ooh, amazing, man. Past my gold. Earning Combine still, man. Combine's amazing. Beautiful work. Beautiful work, man. Beautiful work. Average risk reward, I say, is around 1.5, 1 to 2. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depends on what the market's giving me. But I like to keep my losses around 200, and I'm ideally aiming for like 3 to 5, 600, 700. Nice, man. Do a new course from day 7% in and knowledge 100% upgraded. Amazing, man. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear, man. Lots of knowledge there, man. I'd say go back and watch some of the mentoring sessions as well. They'll absolutely help, man. They'll put a lot of the pieces together as well. First weekend as well. Course has been fire. Nice one, Pat. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Makes understanding liquidity simpler. That's the main purpose of it, to understand liquidity in a simpler way. If this hourly flips bullish, guys, there is potential longs. 15 kind of throwing some big rejections, but I think I'm probably bringing in some sellers. I'd love to see I'd love to see pre-London here, and then we get some. Where's my tool gone? Here. I'd love to see pre-London come up into here before then we get some nice sells. That's what I'd like to see here. Potential 15-minute fake out buys. We may get some 15-minute fake out buys. 15 close back above. That 15 closure back above will mean that 30 minutes going to have a nice wick rejection. Therefore, we play a potential 30 breakout there. Look at that, looking nice. Should get some nice movement on gold today. You know, we've had this big push down in Asia. A little bit of a range pull back before more selling back into 33.50. That's the plan of action this morning. Grand Rising Aaron Traders. Good morning, man. Good morning. When you take a trade, you copy that trade in all your accounts, or you rotate your accounts. No, I don't copy too many funded accounts. I am going to be copy trading my 150 and hundreds. But I always keep, you know, I always keep at least 2 as a backup. I don't copy trade all of them, just in case. You never know what Saturday can happen in the markets. You don't want to lose all your accounts. You don't want to risk all your accounts. I'll copy trade about 2 or 3. Broker dues for your personal. I use Blueberry Markets. That's for swing trading. So you're getting that 15 breakout here. 30 minutes also flipping bullish as well, which is from here. Wait. Let me do this. What do you have? What is it from here to here? 50 ticks, not bad. Not the biggest at range, but not bad. Let's clean up these alerts. Look at these alerts. Got too many alerts on gold. Let me just fix this alert. Where's my alert? There we go. Yeah, we're like almost halfway through. Almost halfway through July already. August is usually a quiet month in the markets, but to be honest, guys, I actually think August this year is going to be pretty active. There's lots going on. It's never a quiet month when we've got Trump in town. But tomorrow's going to be the big mover in the markets. CPI tomorrow will be very, very big. CPI should give a lot of volume. Let's see if we're going to close above here for potential fake out buys. We're just wicking the highs, finding some resistance. I want to see it close above and then see if we can get some longs. Oh, is that going to be a liquidity grab to squeeze lower? Maybe. I want to see it close above and then see if we get some longs. Bro, just watch and find out. Stop. Literally, you may as well just say, "Can I have some signals?" If you're here just for signals, bro, just go join another stream. I'm trying to break down the markets and trade, and you've asked me twice my average risk reward for July, bro. You can literally go onto my channel and watch hours worth of streams. I'm trying to watch for setups on gold, and you're asking me dumb questions. This isn't a signal class. If you want a signal class, good luck ever making money in trading. If you want to follow along with my trades, just listen, man. Just listen. It's Monday morning. We don't need this on a Monday morning. Already long from 32.562. Let's have a look, man. 36.562. Getting a decent sell-off here on gold in the futures. Decent sell-off here, guys. Oh, nice. 36.5. Is that on the currency or the futures, man? 32.562. Wait, is that on the futures? Or is that on the futures? No, that's ages away. Let's see. Oh, my one shot. Nice, man. Let's have a look. 32.562. 562. Yeah, around the support. Nice. 33.56. Yeah, that's support, man. Let's see. I mean, yeah, it was nice buying from that support. I'll see if this is going to be a 30-minute fake out for sells, or we're going to hold above and go long. If this 30-minute does close below, there is the potential for fake out sells. Then you may get these highs later on. Yeah, so I'm going to get a 15-minute fake out, then I would take that break. Had some resistance here. So you broke out here. You still had big resistance there, so I was hoping we could... I was hoping the 15-minute would close above so we could take some longs. Morning, already kicking off in a Monday morning. Good morning, man. I know. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. Yeah, maybe. Could be. Fed trade, XE and GC. Currency chart has more liquidity grabs, man. Currency chart can grab highs and lows more than the futures chart will. Sometimes the futures chart won't grab the highs, but the currency will. And if you're just watching the futures, you can miss out on them key liquidity grabs. And they're very, very important for our plan. So I watch both. I have both up. I have the currency up here, and then I have my futures chart here as well. Yeah, currency chart has looked different to futures. The futures chart's already all the way at the lows, which is pretty crazy. Futures chart's already all the way down here. Yeah, which is pretty crazy. They're very off today. Morning, G's. Good morning, man. Good morning, man. Good morning. Yeah, with them being off and CPI tomorrow, I may trade a combine today. Unless we get like a really good setup before CPI, and when they're looking that off, which they're looking very off right now. I don't know if I want to trade a... funded here. So you can see the futures is all the way down at the support. All the way down. Whereas currency isn't, so... Is the currency going to catch up? Let's see. Let's see. Let's have a look here. Oh, you're in London? I'm not in London, man. I'm in Australia. It's 3 p.m. for me, 3:30 in the afternoon. We may get some. You may get a 30-minute fake out here, guys. 30-minute closing in 2 minutes. The only thing with a 30-minute fake out is you're still at support. I'm not going to short a 30-minute fake out just because I think these lows are going to go after 20 ticks. The risk reward is very off, very, very off. I want to see probably a closure above any of this. Any Norway gang? I think they should. I feel like there might be a few actually, a couple. Anyone from Norway? Let's have a look here. Okay, cool. So you just came down, tagged previous hour lows. Let's see if you're going to break out here. If you actually break below the support in the 30 minute, it might be a little bit nicer. See if you can actually break. Look at this wick rejection. Did you just wick out the lows and you're going to pull back now? Let's see. Let's see. Oh wow, futures had a big spike there. Big spike the lows. Potential big liquidity you got there on the futures. Let's see. We've got 1 minute here, guys. See if this 30 minutes going to break out here. Nah, they're usually very alike, but today they're very different. You honestly don't see them that different very often. Usually they're pretty much identical. Obviously the prices are always going to be a little bit different, but the actual price action is usually identical. But today is very different. They're usually basically identical. And the shorts in Asia, nice, 67.5. Yeah, shorts in Asia are beautiful, man. Beautiful. Paris gang the house, nice. What up? Earlier this year, yeah. Earlier in the year, they were super out of sync, and it was really hard to trade. It was really hard to judge. But for the most part, yeah, they're usually similar. Yeah, today they're very, very different. You just had a huge spike there on the futures, on the 5 minute currency. I mean, you had a little spike as well, but nothing too crazy. Maybe just squeeze out some stops. If you break from here, it could be nice. Did you come down for these lows? Let's see. Not quite. Still to grab these lows. If we break back above, so 30-minute just closed bearish. Grab the lows, failed to close support. Instant top wick as well. An instant top wick's interesting. Instant top wick makes you think you might come down and squeeze a little bit lower. Yeah, when they're a little bit different, I just have to stay, just wait for them to make more sense. State ignore, just trade. It's not really ignore and risk reward. It's just about actually just execute well. Just a video on execution, man. It's not that you just ignore. It's not the ignore risk reward. You just don't get so fixated on it. You just focus on actually just execute well. But I kind of go in it in pretty big depth in there, but it's just for the people who talk themselves out of trade because they don't think the risk rewards instead of just actually just executing well. I don't want to give away all the secrets on YouTube. Can't give away all the secrets. But no, it's just about, yeah, if you see a good trade, as long as you can see at least a 1-to-1, like for instance here, like I wouldn't short this for this little scalp down to lows because like stops are stupid. You want to visually see that at least you can get a 1-to-1, make it make sense. But the biggest thing is just actually just executing well. Have the confidence to just execute. Don't talk yourself out of trade just because you don't think the risk reward's there. If you see the trade, you just take it. You manage your risk in the video that I did about hard stops as well. That's the biggest thing, man. That's the biggest thing. I would love this to have a big fake out and then get a big head and shoulders play here. I don't know if we will, but I would very much like it. What country am I in? I'm in Australia, man. I'm in Australia. Yeah, it does. Yeah, lower conviction. If in a trade and they were different. Yeah, 100%. It gets a little bit tricky. I mean, they look similar enough that I could actually trade here. They're not identical, but they're pretty similar now. Like 5 minutes. Let me just have a look at the two. 5 minutes, grab the low, trying to break back up. So yeah, they look pretty similar now. The futures was down a little bit more, but in terms of price action, you get an instant top wick on 30, instant top wick on the futures. So yeah, they're similar enough that I could still execute pretty well here. I think we should be good. I think we should be good. But yeah, now when I go to Europe, guys, nothing's changing. If anything, it's going to be doing the exact same business. Same London streams, same Asia calls, everything. It'd be better because we'll be at a normal time zone. Yeah, I'm looking for a bit of a head and shoulders play, man. Intraday bullish bias before some shorts later on. Looking for gold buyers to come play this head and shoulders before getting some shorts. Yeah, pre-launch streams, absolutely, man, absolutely, 100%. Streams ain't going anywhere, man. We're looking for something like this before then shorts. So I'm looking for a bit of a squeeze into these highs before then taking some sells back down into 33.50. But to be honest, I want to see gold just break out of this range. We tried to break above this little resistance, broke right back below, coming up for an instant top wick. So yeah, I want to see a little bit of a breakout in this range. If we just break these lows first, then I'll short and then worry about this head and shoulders later on. I'm pretty neutral right now, to be honest. I like the head and shoulders play, but if it doesn't play out, I wouldn't really care too much. I can still get short if we start closing below. Maybe even breaking this low, you could get short. I'd rather see a breakout of this choppy range though, because this range is it's 40 ticks, so it's a little bit tough. Yeah, it's 3:30 in the afternoon for me. I think NQ fill the gap. Let's have a look, man. I haven't had a look at NQ yet. Let's have a look. NQ, how did we close last week? Ooh, wow, yeah, pretty doji. Little gap down. Nice. Daily bit of a range. I would love to see NQ come for a bit of a pullback. Oh yeah, nice nice gap down here. Probably come down and squeeze some lows. Nice little yeah, nice little push down here. Yeah, you may come up and fill in that gap and then get short into these lows. That actually could be a nice little setup there. Yeah, I've seen Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is absolutely booming. And the technicals are actually very nice. Here in June. Buys in June from 100k were very nice. And now you just, yeah, some nice lows down there. Came down, grabbed the lows, held 100,000, broke back above 105. Need to adjust these levels. There we go. So we got 100. Doesn't need to be perfect. 115. What we got? 120. Breaking 120. Where's Chow? Chow's making bank. Oh, 125 up there as well. Yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. You didn't. There it is. Told you. You didn't listen again. What's this? Easy 20%. Easy money. 22%. Yeah, nice, Kate. Nice, nice, nice. Looking to reorganize, decorate the office this week. New monitor desk, feeling fresh. 100%, man. It's always good to have a little refresh. Love that, man. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. I'm buying Bitcoin 100k. Hell no. Hell no. I mean, unless you're trading it as opposed to spot investing, you know, you could have made some decent bank. But do you want to leverage Bitcoin? I don't. Yeah, BlackRock, yeah, true. the big dogs are, that's who. The big dogs that are putting banking and 20% to them is huge. Huge. Go trade some. Yeah, every day, man. Yep, mainly focus on the London session, man. You trade NY. Yeah, and NY is good as well, man. I like New York as well. I do prefer London for gold. Well, actually, no. Recently, last week New York had pretty much all the plays on gold. London had a couple, but a lot of the plays were in New York. Yeah, both are good, man. Both are good for the gold. But yeah, I've always mainly focused on London the most, especially being here for me. Good time in the afternoon. You go about your business during the day. But yeah, I'll be trading some more New York and Europe. Trade a little bit of London, maybe a little bit of New York, depending on how London goes. Let's see, guys. Gold's kind of there's no bottom wick on this hourly. 30 minute. If this hourly flips bullish, we can take it because you came down, you just had previous hour lows. If you re-break these highs, there is a long here. You need to see a. I still wish this 30 minute had a little bit of a bottom wick. We'll see if it can actually fake out here. The thing is, this range from here to here is very nice. It's not very nice, but that means 50 ticks. I'll trade a 50 tick range. In here, too messy. Below these areas, you know, there's the potential for a deeper pullback as well. Yeah, no bottom wick. I know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Let's say price didn't drop to 33.72. 33.72. Would you make an entry there? We'll stop at. Let's say price did not drop below 72.7 low. Yep, 72.7 low. I kind of wanted to see a little bit more of a breakout, to be honest, man. I don't like anything in here. But now that and the thing is, now that we have had this liquidity grab, now I could actually trade the range a little bit more. Because you came down, you grabbed the lows, And that kind of confirms the liquidity. If I'm going to trade a range, I want that to at least be a liquidity grab. So now that there has been liquidity grab, now I could maybe justify this range a little bit more. But without this, I didn't want to get caught too much up in here. But now that we have had this liquidity grab, still holding the support, if we get a 15-minute fake out here, I think now it could actually make more sense. Hey Aaron, how are you? What's going on, man? I'm good, thank you, bro. I'm good. Could that second last 30-minute wick be considered liquidity grab? Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. It's kind of what I'm looking at, man. I'm looking for this to grab lows, seeing if you can actually break out a little bit and then see if we can get long. Definitely, it looks good to me, man. Could be a nice hourly liquidity grab. Came down, grabbed previous hourly lows. You also tapped into previous 4-hour lows. So you got liquidity grab on the 4-hourly, hourly, and 30-minute. So now we're trying to see if we can actually break out. But definitely, it's a very nice liquidity grab, man. Need to trade him, but we're enjoying. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's a good liquidity grab. If you look at it on the 5, look at the reaction from it. Look at this. Tag the lows. It's a nice liquidity grab, man. What's that little scalp? 50 ticks into the lows. So now that we have had that liquidity grab, we just want to see a little bit of a breakout here. We don't want to get chopped up in this range because there's no bottom wick on the 30, which is what's the only tough thing here. No bottom wick on the 30 means it can be created at any point, as we know. We've seen that happen a lot recently. We've seen some candles close bullish with no bottom wick, but we've also seen, I think it was on Friday or sometime last week, where there was like a 4-hourly no bottom wick and then came all the way back down, created the bottom wick here, and then came all the way back higher. Hey mate, what's going on, man? Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Yeah, we take trades together, man. Yep. Took a couple of trades last week. I was trying to see if we can get some pre-London buys here, but I don't want to get trapped up in here. But yeah, we take plays together, man. Definitely. If you go on my Instagram, I kind of recap them all. All of them trades on my Instagram are from these YouTube live streams, man. Not like these gurus who record themselves on their own and then pretend it was live. I hate them videos. I'm trying to see if we're gonna get some buys here together. Hi Aaron, good. Hey man, what's going on? Opinion on some traders using the same color? Yeah, I used to do that, man. I used to have a white background and all black candles. Do I still have it? Where's templates? No. Trading. No, I used to have it, man. I'm just saying, yeah. Yeah, I used to have just a white background and all black candles. I like having a little bit of color, to be honest. But yeah, you could. Whatever, whatever suits your eye. Like I used to have it like this, and literally be like black, like this. I used to have it like this. I don't find it as nice anymore. I don't like it anymore. I like that. I like this. Yeah, I like the blue and white. Sometimes every now and again, if you do just switch it up, like sometimes I actually look at how I used to have it like this. I'm like, oh, it's actually a little bit refreshing changing it every now and again. Kind of feels like, oh wow, like I can actually see it a bit different. I don't think there is any advantage, man. Maybe it makes it a little bit more neutral. Maybe. I don't really think there is one, to be honest, man. Oh, sorry. Hourly trend line coming up for shorting into. Let's have a look. Yeah, there is. I'd really like gold to have a bit of a pullback. Yeah, that's a great spot actually. Really, really nice spot. So we could be seeing this kind of stacks up with what we're looking at. We could be seeing this before price coming down to pull back that trend line. Yep, I like that. I like that. That hurts. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's a bit too bright. So 15 just closed bullish, coming down for an instant bottom wick here. Could you get long on the break of this 15 high? Could you get long on the flip of the 15 here? I'm not taking this, guys. I'm just having a look here. It's annoying because there's no bottom wick on the 30. But if you were to put in a buy stop, you'd be stop loss closure anywhere below here. Try and see if you can drive up. Changed the color of the wicks. Gross. Nice, nice, nice. It's good, man. Yeah, make them stand out a little bit more. I'm not. I would put in this buy stop here, guys, if this 30 had a bottom wick. Because this 30 doesn't have a bottom wick, I don't really want to put in this buy stop. I may just wait for the break of the hourly, which is here. If this hourly re-breaks this high, then I think that'd be a better place to go long. If there was a bottom wick here, like I said, I'd be buying this right now. Just mark execute, but. Oh, nice pull. Let's have a look, man. Yeah, nice. That's cool, man. It stands out more. Yep, that's cool, man. Whatever helps it stand out. I like them colors, man. I like that. Hey, Aaron, you still with Topstep? Yeah, still stream on Topstep, man. We're going live on Topstep in about an hour. Might bot late to the party. Sometimes I like switching up the colors, man. Sometimes it's good just to play around, and just sometimes one will look good, and then other times, you know, it will look good. The need for a bottom wick is, if you look at every single 30-minute candle here, other than here, you can see every single candle has a top and bottom wick. So if this candle doesn't have a bottom wick, well, it means it can create one. So if there's no bottom wick here, it means it can be created. Which, what does that mean? Well, it means if you're trying to buy, at any point this candle can come right back down because there's no bottom wick. In terms, you know, it doesn't have to happen, but you know, in terms of probability, there's a very high chance that it will have a bottom wick. So the only way I would buy without this kind of having a bottom wick is when it actually closes. And if it closes like this, to be honest, the next 30 will probably come down, wick it, and then push anyway. So like here, you know, obviously it doesn't happen all the time. It's just working in terms of probability. Here, no bottom wick, no bottom wick. But other than that, you know, if we take however many candles are in here, you could say, what, 2 out of however many have top and bottom wick. So the probabilities is pretty huge. Yeah, futures there's a little one, yeah, but not on the currency here. Yeah, potentially a bearish line. Yep, definitely, man, definitely. Unless we get a 30-minute fake out, then I'll just react to that, which will also be the hourly flip. Currently using white and yellow. Nice, man. Nice, nice, nice. It's cool to see people changing up from the traditional green and red. So the reason I'm not jumping in longs right now is that's the exact reason I'm not jumping in longs. I like this 15-minute fake out, but because there's no bottom wick, it means it could come down, create a bottom wick, and may even roll over. So that's the reason I'm not buying just yet. So maybe waiting for the hourly, and then we get the London Open. Let me see if I can grab the Topstep link as well, guys. Where's the Topstep link? So here, guys, you guys are gonna stick around for the London session on Topstep. That's the link there, guys. We'll go live there in about 40 minutes. So I was hoping we could get a nice pre-London scalp here. I mean, we might. Let's see. Hourly's going to close in 10 minutes. If this wicks back up, this could be really nice. Remember, this is also a 4-hour liquidity wick. How's the futures 4-hour looking? Futures 4-hour. Look at a bit meh. Looks a bit meh. Not really showing me too much just yet. But if this 4-hour can flip up, yeah. Steeper retracement, and then I like sales on gold. So potential pre-London fake out, London Opens shorts. That's my kind of thought process today. For me, I love the psychological aspect of not having red, which is associated to negativity and fear. Yeah, 100%, man. I get that. That's the whole reason I kind of changed it in the early days. Coming down for that bottom wick here now. 30 minutes almost flipping bearish here on the futures chart. If it flips bearish and you get an hourly bearish closure call, then, you know, 7 until 8 a.m. you could have some sells on gold. Could have some sells on gold. The futures chart is much lower here. Great visual. Thank you, man. Thank you. Glad you like it. I have the opposite colors to you. Nice. Poster chart. Yeah. Troops don't look at yours. Yeah, nice, man. Nice. Nah, yeah, if you like it, definitely, man. Stick to it for sure. Yeah, I watched UFC yesterday. I thought it was a bit of an early stoppage, man. I thought it was a bit too early. I wanted to see it go a little bit longer. Yeah, it was. I thought it was a little bit too early. I just tuned in for it as well, and I was like, oh, what, it's done already? What's up, Baron? What's up, man? What up, what up? You guys on YouTube, drop a like for the stream as well. I got the trade and retreat video coming this week. Finally got the trade and retreat video coming. I'm excited to post that. It was a good one. Really, really good video. Yeah, literally, so quick. Nice. I know, man. Yeah. Absolute, man. Just learn how to be patient, good man. That's what it's all about. Patience pays, man. No, I don't use the 1 minute chart. I honestly don't go lower than the 5 minute. The reason I'm not watching the 5 minute now is because I need my higher time frame to confirm. As soon as I get my confirmation here, the lowest I like to go is personally the 5 minute. I don't like to go lower than the 5 minute. A little trend line coming down here as well. No, I've never really done the 1 minute. I think I've maybe traded the 1 minute like once. But yeah. The background item's gone. I know, man. It's looking bare. I've sold it. I have all the stuff. I just sold the whole shelf. So now I just got a lonely chair and a lamp. A very lonely chair and lamp and some books. Some books and a globe. Because we're getting rid of the office. Which is a bit sad, actually. I'm a bit sad to get rid of the office. I know, tell price higher. I know, yeah, to get some movement. I mean, we're trying to form a little 5-minute morning star here. Hourly close coming in 7 minutes. You know, we typically get a big spike in volume towards the hourly close. Oh, choose one. Risk management or psychology. Oh, man. Well, one. I think you'd have to say risk management. No risk management and good psychology is fucking pointless. I guess that's a real tough one, though. That's a real tough one. Risk management, no psychology, or at least you'll protect your capital. You know what I mean? That's a good question. That is a good question. NQ dropping. I wonder if NQ is going to come and fill in the gap. You might get some. Well, I mean, NQ. If we don't fill in the gap, but we come down here, you could have some decent dip buys. I like NQ to come down into these lows, but I also like it to fill in the gap. It's kind of which one are we going to do first? If you just come straight down to the lows, then you actually could get a decent buy in New York to come up into this big gap. So I'm gonna get a little 5-minute bonus there. Oh my days, coin flip for sure. That's a very good risk reward. Coin flip for sure. Maybe if it was like 1 or 5, it'd be a bit closer, but 1 or 100, yeah, I'm flipping that coin. That's a good question. That's a tough one as well, actually. Why are you getting rid of? I'm heading over to Europe in August, man. Yeah, 100 to 1. Yeah, it's a great risk reward. Yeah, very, very, very worth it. It's a tough one though. Guaranteed a mil, so it does sound pretty good. Put that straight into Bitcoin at all-time highs. How did Tesla close last week? Oh wow, Tesla closed pretty strong last week. So we can dip down a little bit more. I'm still long Tesla. I was open to Tesla would dip down to like 250s to buy more. Taking into account fair value gaps? No, I don't use that pan. I don't use fair value gaps, bro. Well, that could be that's a pretty strong weekly on Tesla. Let's see what the stonks are up to quickly. Yeah, Bitcoin is booming, man. Bitcoin is booming. Any other cryptos booming? Yeah, XRP booming. Look at that. Right off $2 as well. Booming. I'm too busy making bank on stocks. Nike. Where's Nike? I'm all out of Nike. Gold's kind of just chopping around here, guys. Not too much happening here since we've jumped on. You're kind of been down, then up, then down. You're kind of just creating a little bit of range. I like gold buys. This hourly's not really telling me enough just yet. I just need to see a little bit more. It's a pretty strong 30-minute rejection, but what, right into support? Not just yet. Do you trade CFD in your personal? Yeah, I swing trade gold, man. Yep. I use blueberry markets. Apple, nice weekly closure. Actually, probably like 220 on Apple. Adobe, man. PayPal, very bearish closure. Chow, what's going on there? Where's the signals there? Buy more. Oh, look at Amazon looking prime for a potential pullback. I'd buy more. I'll buy more Amazon, that's for sure. Meta. Oh wow, look at this last couple minutes here, guys. This is my last candle closure key. Grabbing the lows, bullish closure. May get some buys here. Not, I don't know. It looks like financial advice to me. Don't screenshot that, Chow. This is a nice push here, guys. This might give a nice hourly closure here. If we can push up a little bit more and reject more, we can have some buys. Remember, this is also the 4-hour flip as well. I'll be in Europe at least a year, man. At least a year. If I get my visa all sorted, I'll be there for at least a year before we come back again. I do my stock trading through Trading 212, and I've just started interactive brokers as well. I'm distributing it between both. Let me see if I can. Where's my stonks? Let me see if I can show you. Stonks are up 24% in the last 3 months. I've got over 230,000 stocks on Trading 212. 2 seconds, guys. Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. I just had an important phone call with the Visa sheet. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So Goldie, still in this range, but I mean it's not a bad hourly closure there. Came down, grabbed lows, held support. I do like the longs here, guys. I do like the longs. I don't like how. I mean, we have closed with no bottom wick. If this 30 could wick them lows, I would absolutely buy this. I don't love the. I like the buys. I don't like this range. I don't like this range. I do like the buys here, though, guys. I may have to see a little bit more. I think Zoom guys, give me 2 seconds. I think what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna wait for the London session on the Topstep channel. So I posted the link on there, guys. So if you guys want to watch me continue to trade the London Open, we'll wait for that 30-minute close. Hopefully it'll give us a little bit more sense of direction, and we're going to see if we can get some nice gold buys here today, guys. So I'll see you guys on the Topstep channel. We'll trade the London Open for at least another hour and a half, and I'll see you guys then. If gold rips, I'm going to wait for it. So don't rip, please, gold. I'll see you guys on the Topstep channel. If not, I'll see you guys here same time again tomorrow. I posted the link as well. If you guys haven't got it, just type in Topstep on YouTube and you'll see my stream scheduled. I'll see you guys there. Peace.